One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on another Big 12 foe, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down, looking for more. Touchdown, Broncos! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game, you know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's LeBoy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. It's him in stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
One of the the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here's the give off the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's busted. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Quarterback making checks. Snap to the back. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. BYU has this offense clicking.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here we go. From the red zone, looking for a space. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's loose down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Broncos! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Number 3. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, give on the inside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. BYU lines up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. He's open on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Give to the running back. Crosses the 45. He's loose down the left side. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Broncos.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Turning it on. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They go to the ground. Running to Green. Wide open spaces. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Otis. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the 1st half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. BYU right back to the line. Might be changing the route. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They want to run it left here. Finds a little space. There he goes. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. BYU lines up quickly. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Rush is on him. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fires left. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Quarterback keeps him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. The throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on 3rd and goal.
Shrinks. You got to have the big boys down here that you can just throw it up to, let them make plays, make it look like run. All the big boys on the field, slip that tight end out, find him, they'll do the rest.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20.
Running back, the ball carrier, picks up 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
29 Philly.
Gets the back moving. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. They'll run the toss. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Fires downfield. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. BYU right back to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still
breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Fighting off the defender. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead of how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. An 84-yard drive there, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy...
Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Higher.
Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll take it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
Unleashes one deep. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Trying to bully their way in. Backs going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already.